So the next one we'll be looking at is algorithms. So algorithms is basically a sequential way of solving a particular problem. So the main reason why you write code is to solve problem. So if you be able to solve problem, you should be able to write algorithms. And algorithms are sequential steps that we follow in order to solve a particular problem. So we'll just try out something simple to see how or what we mean when we talk about algorithm. So imagine that you are told to check if a particular word is a palindrome. So what is a palindrome? A palindrome means a word that whether you reverse it or you leave it the way it is, it will give you the same thing. Or basically a word that when reversed, it will still give you what you already have before. And a good example is of palindrome. Okay, it would be, say, race cars. So if you check race car and you reverse race car, it should give you exactly the same thing. All right. So how do you check that this is true? Right. So I'll break this down. So let's start out and say that the function and say is palindrome like that. So pass in the word that you want to pass in, and then let's write the function. So the first step here is that we need to reverse this particular word, after which we'll now check if it is equivalent to what we already have before. So how then do you reverse a string? Now the string does not have an easy way to reverse it, but for you to reverse it, you need to first of all convert it to an array. Then after converting it to an array, you would now reverse it, convert it back to a string, and then check it against the word that you were given. So this is what algorithm is all about. This is what problem solving is all about. So like we said, the first thing we want to do is to convert to an array so that we can reverse. Then we reverse the array, then convert to string, and then we'll now compare both reversed string to the given string, like so. So this is what we want to do. So like I told you, array has so many methods. So how do we convert to array? First of all, how do we convert a string to an array? So let's say converted. So let's do a let converted be equal to word dot split. So when we do word dot split, and we're splitting it on nothing, like so, this has converted that word to an array. So if you want to check it out, you could just do a console.log converted, and then let's run all right, we need to run this code, by the way. So let's run is palindrome race car. So when you run this, it gives you an array of all the text, of all the characters, right? So we've converted it to an array. So the next thing is to reverse it. So we'll now do let reversed be equal to converted dot reverse. All right, so this reverses the string, and of course we could also check it. So this is how you could choose to check what you are doing. So the log, and you see reversed, and then you try it and notice that it is actually reversed. But to be sure that it is being reversed and not you're not getting what you've gotten before, let's just add this reverse string here and try it again. So you notice that reversed is it is exactly on this line at this point. So next thing is to convert this to a string. So how do you convert this to a particular string? So let's do back converted, something like that. equal to reversed dot join, and we are joining this on nothing. So you could choose to join on something, but we're joining this on nothing. Now this is how algorithm generally works. You keep moving around until you are able to solve that particular problem. So converted, and then let's run this again and see what we get. So we get a syntax error, converted. So is this supposed to be console.log? So let's run it again, and we converted has already been declared. Converted back. So let's change this. We already have converted declared at the top. Converted. So let's run this again, and then this should work this time around. So notice that we now have our race car converted. So let's make sure you notice that we are getting two different things here. So in this first line, we want to return word. All right, and the second line we want to return converted. So if we try this time around, we should have like two race cars. All right, but if you pass in something else, say for example we have ter here, and try it this time around, you notice that it's a bit different. So for example, the first one is REACE, but the second one is RACRE, something like that. So this means that the first one is different from the second one. All right, but we're looking at how we can convert this and then check if they are both the same. Then the final thing we want to do here is now to compare. So let's compare the equal to. So we just want to check is the converted equivalent to the word. All right, so converted back, which is the converted word, is it equivalent to the word that we were given? So whatever the answer is, we now return the answer. So return compared. So what will happen here is, if this is true, it gives us a true. If not, it gives us a false. All right, so let's make sure we log this to the console, by the way, console.log. So we can now pass in the is palindrome and pass in the race car here, and then try it again, and this gives us true as a result. All right, if you pass in something different like this is going to give us false. Oh, I pass in I initially mean TER. Sorry. So when you pass in this shouldn't equate to the same thing, so it gives us false. But when you pass in madam and reverse it, you see it should give us exactly the same thing. So this is how algorithm works in JavaScript. These are a series of steps that we take in order for us to solve a particular problem in sequential order. Now what I've done is really long. There are shorter ways we can do this. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. So let's see the shorter way we can do this. I don't expect that you should know this, but I just wanted to show you that we can solve this in a much shorter way. All right. So a shorter way to do this is to just return. So we could just do a return word equivalent to word dot splits. So this splits into an array, reverses it, and joins it. So once we try this again, it should still give us exactly the same thing. So this is just a one line. So this also shows you that there are better ways to solve problems as far as algorithm is concerned. So that is it for algorithm, and this is a brief introduction to what algorithm is.